Good morning. It's good to be able to chat with you a few moments this morning. I just want to commend you for uh, making it a priority to study with Moody Distance Learning and the privilege it is to have you as one of my students. Uh, I know that you live a full life like I do, and I know that you have to make choices to be able to fulfill your responsibilities as you work through the material for cultural dynamics of congregational ministry. It is a real opportunity to learn and to think through many different issues. As we work together, I want to remind you that you want to use this revised uh, assignment and discussion board paper and see there for week number 2, May 24 to 30. That's where our assignments are. Our video is a very important element this week as we uh, have the paper to write about that. That paper is to be 1 to 2 pages long, and as in all papers that you present, are to be in MLA formatting unless otherwise stated. If you cite, regardless, you need to begin by putting a works cited page in also, so that would be your third page, and just get accustomed to doing that. Um, the material is quite stimulating. I find the whole matter of layers of culture a stimulating concept. The book that we're reading this week, Story, is quite an interesting book. At first, you might be turned off as you begin reading it because it's written from a business perspective. But as you read it, I want you to read it from the context of, shall we say, you're a pastor coming into a new community, or perhaps we could say you are newly appointed uh, youth ministry leader with a staff of 4 or 5 people who've been serving there for a period of 10 years at least. And so now you have to begin to understand that culture. Some of the things you will read, you will laugh about, and others you will groan. And yet, as you put it into that church context, you will begin to see that indeed these mistakes are made so many times within churches. It will probably bring back some memories to you um, of how people totally misunderstand the culture. I tell you one short story. When I was in junior high, we had a pastoral candidate come to our church that was 10 miles from town on gravel roads. He had lived in Chicago all his life, never owned a car, didn't have a driver's license, and he had no concept of how he would get to town to buy groceries or anything else. And his answer to a question of what would he do uh, would say, well, he would ride his bicycle. And what do you do in 6 or 8 inches of snow on a gravel road to go to town to buy groceries? 10 miles there, 10 miles back. But he had no concept that he was making a major cultural error in that kind of statement. So, God bless you as you think hard in this matter of culture. Blessings.